Hello there, my friends and colleagues. Welcome to Gamers with Gains. So today I want to talk about goals, I want to talk about dreams, and how it actually relates to what I do here on YouTube on the Gamers with Gains channel, and what type of field I actually want to be a part of. What is the end game for someone like me that's involved with video games, wants to be part of the industry, and all that jazz? So, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there can relate a bit. You know, maybe some of you out there watching this vlog are gamers, that you're into the whole video game realm, you love playing games with your friends and stuff, and that's cool and dandy. But then I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you out there that are either trying to get into YouTube, trying to get into games criticism, or trying to get into the actual kind of, field of video game journalism or anything of the sort. Here's where I kind of fall onto this, and I'm going to share with you a little bit my actual goals or where my ultimate dream is doing all this type of stuff. Hopefully you could relate, hopefully you could take some example, hopefully you could also take some inspiration from it if you're trying to figure things out in some form or fashion. For me, obviously, my professional goals, I want to be part of this industry. I want to be part of the field of video game criticism and video game journalism, as some people out there put it. I want to be able to work for a major outlet. My ultimate professional goal is to work for IGN. Now, obviously, a bunch of different people feel a variety of different ways about such a big outlet like that. Some people think that, IGN is good, some people think that Polygon is good, some people think Kotaku is good, or you may not. On the flip side of that, you might actually hate these different websites. I have a couple friends of mine that are actually different YouTubers and such, and also different people that, work in the industry that hate IGN and with a passion for a variety of different reasons. Some of them don't like what they've done in some of their reviews. Some of them, don't like some of their actual approach to reviewing games and such. Whatever have you. Most of the time I try to block out those types of opinions. Usually I let live in that regard. But the reason why I bring this up and such is because for me individually as a person, having actually freelanced for quite a while now, I've been doing, video game criticism, video game journalism, quote unquote, for about almost 5 to 6 years now. I'm going on my 7th year, actually trying to be part and actually make something of this and make this into an actual career path. Something where I could do this for most of my life, if not the rest of my life, as long as I'm on this earth. For me, IGN, the reason why I put it on such high regards is because I look at them as the best in the industry. I look at them as not only as a global type of company, a global conglomerate where I could actually really get immersed into the professional side of this industry and really kind of get immersed in the actual fields like that, but also be able to kind of use that as a platform to do a variety of different things. Again, I look at IGN as a bunch of different people that have gone together and they've really kind of immersed themselves for years, in video games, the criticism of video games, pop culture, movies, comics, whatever have you. These are people, that I've met, at a variety of different events and such that I feel were very wise, that have helped me, learn a lot of different stuff and really kind of, look at the industry and look at the field, this profession that a lot of people put in such high regard and such, really kind of give me a different perspective on it. A lot of people out there tend to look at video game criticism, video game journalism, being a YouTube sensation or being someone that's e-famous or whatever, it might be internet famous, however you want to call it. A lot of people look at it as the high life. A lot of people look at it as an easygoing life and look at it as something where you come from a place of a lot of privilege. And that is not always the case. For a lot of the different individuals I've met throughout the years I've been going to events and such, even going to my first E3, it was such an eye-opener, from actually being there. A lot of guys out there, myself included, really kind of have dreams of oh man, how amazing would it be to actually go to some place like E3 and really kind of play all these games months, if not years prior to everybody else getting them on the market and stuff. And it's a very seductive, very kind of really interesting, gravitating type of notion to hold on to. But when you're actually there, it's not only do you kind of get a different type of appreciation for it, you really kind of understand the revenants of actually being able to be part of such an awesome, amazing thing. But also really, you kind of get addicted to wanting to be a part of that atmosphere. When I went to my first E3, when I finally worked my butt off, for years and years and years, freelancing at different websites, and I was finally able to walk through those doors at the LA Convention Center, it was a whole rush of emotions and such, wow, not too long ago, I never thought I would actually be here and actually want to be a part of this stuff. And then once I actually got there and I experienced it, I went on the wild ride that was E3, the constant moving around, the constant actually talking to different people, rushing back to write, to the press room and to your hotel to write up different stories, do videos, talk about it for weeks afterwards, about different stuff that went down. After going through that whole kind of craziness that was that event. It not only kind of like made me addicted to want to go back and actually go deeper to see what other crazy stuff I could actually experience in this actual field, but also make me appreciate not only the hard work that which I've done up to that point, but kind of like be motivated to do more, to actually just immerse myself, throw myself fully into the field and such. And this is why I actually do not only the videos, I not only do the streaming, I write every day. I'm right now I'm an IGN freelancer where I actually write guides for a lot of the big releases that come out. Was it on the market? A couple of the guys I've written before, I helped write the guide for Fallout 4, which I'm pretty sure I hope you guys actually checked out. I'll leave some links in the description box below for some of the things I'm mentioning. I wrote the guide for Fallout 4, I wrote the guide for Scream Ride, I wrote the guide for Freedom Wars when everybody was really hyped on the Freedom Wars, was it hype, for the PlayStation Vita. I've done all these things, and I really came to a moment where I was like, I really appreciated that, and I was like, something, I've done some awesome stuff thus far, but the ride's not over yet. There's still more that can be done, and there's still more depth to this rabbit hole in Wonderland. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really made me want to do more and really kind of go out there more and actually try to experience more. And that's where, again, I go back to my professional goals and I go back to my ultimate dream and such. For professional goals, again, I want to work for a big outlet like IGN. IGN right now is my place where I'm aiming for, where I got my target ridicule at, because not only do I feel like I have the know-how, at least, to do the job and actually be enthusiastic, put myself on camera, the appreciation, the reverence, and the enthusiasm to want to be part of all this types of culture, but also because I think it's just something that I want to be able to share with everybody, my enthusiasm for being a part of it, and actually kind of, give that type of experience, give that emotion back to you guys, so you guys could really just have fun and really enjoy it. Have your opinions, whatever have you, positive or negative and such, but really take an appreciation from actually me expressing myself to you guys, about gaming, about the gaming culture, about the gaming industry, about pop culture, geekdom, nerdom, whatever it is about you, whatever type of emotions I have about that stuff, I want to give back to you guys to actually enjoy it and share it and such. But again, this leads up to finally my ultimate goal. What is my ultimate goal? Why am I doing this? What is the end game if I end up getting to work for a place like IGN or any sort of big outlet, or being immersed in this type of culture or in this type of a field and such? Well, the way I usually break it down, and a lot of people maybe, they feel a little bit indifferent in how they actually think about it and stuff. I'm very philosophical when I actually try to, really think about these major crazy decisions or career paths or whatever. I look at it as this. I want to be able to do amazing things. I want to be able to do awesome stuff and be able to see things that maybe a lot of people out there, whether they're considered normal or not, or lazy or whatever, then most people don't actually get to do in their lives. I want to be able to say that, hey, for work, I went to Japan to actually go check out a bunch of stuff and actually share that experience with a bunch of people out there. I want to be able to go to a lot of different countries like Japan, again, Germany for Gamescom, or France for Paris Games Week or something, or go to travel around the United States to experience a lot of different conventions, or talk to a bunch of different people, talk to individuals that I've looked up to and took an example from, or even as role models, and actually share that experience with them, share my thoughts, ask the questions that I would love to ask, and then share that type of experience and that wisdom that was passed on to me that I could pass on to other people. I want to be able to do amazing things like that, so not only I could have a fruitful and really kind of eventful type of life. Bruce Lee always said, I remember reading in one of his books, or at least the books where he has a lot of his parables and such, that the way that you know that you lived a good life is lived an eventful life. Is like when you lived a life where it wasn't so much it was dull, that you didn't focus on the negativity, and that you never focused on what could have been, but you actually made an attempt to actually go out and do something and make something out of it. And I felt like that. I always felt like those were words that really kind of struck a chord, hit a nerve in my brain. And it was something that, again, I really always think about every once in a while. I always think man, every time that I get down about something, where I get a negative comment on YouTube, or when I feel like I'm not getting all my pitches actually accepted, or nobody's paying attention to me and stuff, it's listen, you're trying, keep going out there, keep banging on the door, keep staying motivated to go hard and actually work hard and actually try to contribute something to everybody out there, so that way eventually at some point, when the time is right, and when the time, finally strikes that right point, that it'll hit big for you, and it'll actually, make something awesome that you can experience and everybody else can experience alongside of you. They can share with them. So that's my ultimate goal. My ultimate dream is, again, to do amazing stuff, to have fun, to really experience life to its fullest at the most highest of high octane and adrenaline that I possibly could. but at the same time take that same type of experience and emotion and share it with those around me, whether it's my close friends or you out there actually watching this vlog on YouTube. Again, hopefully you take some sort of inspiration out of this, you take some sort of motivation or appreciation for whatever it is that you actually do out there, whether, again, you're into gaming or not, maybe you're actually part of the military, maybe you're actually part of any sort of like construction or business or whatever it is that you do, whatever your discipline, whatever your class is, since we're going to talk in gamer terms now, whatever your actual chosen class is for the RPG that you're playing right now, that's called life and stuff. Hopefully you can relate to this, and hopefully you could actually appreciate whatever it is that you have going on for your life and do something amazing, do something awesome. So that's just my thoughts, guys. Bottom line, to kind of summarize everything up, again, just kind of like a re-summary of it all. I want to be part of this industry. I want to be immersed in it. I want to be able to do amazing things. I want to work for a major outlet like IGN. I want to be able to share that experience with you guys. I want to be able to come on and say that, damn, at the end of my actual life, when all is said is done, hopefully hundreds of years from now, when I'm really, really old and stuff, I could be like, you know something? I was a cool dude and I did something awesome and I really brought everybody alongside with me to experience an awesome time and amazing amount of fun together. So that's all I got for you guys. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think about this, you know, as far as, like, again, whether you want to comment on my professional goals, my hopes and dreams and stuff, or you want to share your actual hopes and dreams, your professional goals, your ultimate dream with everybody else. You actually get a good discussion going on in the comment section. Share your actual experiences, share your actual crazy times that you probably have had, both good and bad, you know, throughout the entirety of your life, being part of whatever field it is that you're a part of. Put it in the comment section below, guys. Okay, don't forget also to leave a like on this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to the Gamers with Gains channel. I have a variety of different videos up now that you guys could check out. I just recently, not too long ago, talked about not only me using my nunchucks, but how nunchucks are actually interpreted in video games. As well as also, I've talked about a variety of different gaming news, including stuff about the new TMNT game, which has a trailer out really soon, which I'm going to probably vlog about very, very soon. Some of the stuff going on with Nintendo, all the different types of controversy and news and such, as well as also new console talk and like what might be happening at E3 this year. So I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. I will talk to all of you guys again very soon. Peace out, guys. Stay epic.